In a quiet village of Chitimba, nestled between the mountains and the northern shores of Lake Malawi, lived a boy named Limbani. He was 13, thin as a reed, with eyes that sparkled like sunrise over the lake. People in the village often said he had too much hope for someone with so little. His clothes were always worn, his sandals stitched together with fishing line, and his school bag was an old sack. But Limbani carried something more valuable than all of that. He carried a vision of tomorrow. Every day before school, he helped his mother sell tomatoes at the roadside. She was a widow, worn down by years of hard labor, but she never let Limbani see her weariness. She believed in her son's dreams, even when they sounded impossible. One morning, while arranging tomatoes under the soft morning sun, Limbani turned to his mother and said, "One day, Mama, I will build a school here in our village. A big one, with books, lights, and computers." She smiled gently. "You must finish attending school yourself first, my son." "I will," he nodded, "and then I'll build one for everyone else." But the road to tomorrow was not an easy one. Some days, the money made from tomatoes wasn't enough for school fees. Sometimes Limbani would be sent home because he hadn't paid. Other times, he'd sit outside the classroom window just to listen. Still, he kept studying, by candlelight, by moonlight, and sometimes by nothing but the glow of his determination. One day, during a village cleanup exercise, a foreign volunteer named Mr. Robert noticed Limbani sketching something in the dirt with a stick. "What's it you're drawing?" he asked. "It's my school," Limbani said proudly. "There's a science lab here and a computer room here, and this side is for the library." Mr. Robert knelt down, astonished. "You've drawn up plans?" Limbani smiled. "Yes, I've been redesigning it every few weeks. I add more classrooms as I get new ideas." Impressed, Mr. Robert shared Limbani's story online. Days turned into weeks, and then one day, something unexpected happened. A letter arrived, addressed to Limbani. It was from an organization in Lilongwe, the capital. They offered him a scholarship to one of the best schools in the country. His story had moved people. When Limbani read the letter aloud, his mother covered her face and wept, not from sorrow, but from the overwhelming joy of seeing hope rise. At the new school, Limbani faced students from cities, students who had grown up with books, laptops, and electricity. But he didn't let that intimidate him. He worked harder than ever, spending extra hours in the library and asking questions that made even his teachers pause. Years passed. Limbani graduated top of his class. He won a scholarship to study education and design in South Africa. And still, he held on to that same sketch, the school he wanted to build in Chitimba. When he returned home, now a young man with purpose in his stride and strength in his voice, the village gathered around him. He stood beneath the same tree where he used to sell tomatoes with his mother and said, "You believed in me. Now, let me build something that will help every child here believe in tomorrow too." And so, the building began, with bricks donated by villagers, funds raised by his story, and hands both young and old offering help. The first classroom rose, then the second, then a library stocked with books Limbani had collected from around the country. Today, children in Chitimba walk into a school with painted walls, desks, and computers. And at the entrance, there's a plaque that reads, "This school was built by a boy who believed in tomorrow." Because sometimes believing is the first brick you need.